In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 26, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Blue Jays versus Cleveland Guardians. The MLB action continues this Thursday afternoon with an intriguing matinee showdown between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Guardians. Both teams are closely matched in the betting lines, with Toronto at -105 and Cleveland at -108, which seems like a fair reflection of the evenly poised contest ahead. I'm not very confident in Cleveland's offense making much noise in this game. Over the past week, they've really struggled, ranking 27th in key offensive metrics like WOBA and ISO. Their lineup tends to lean heavily on a few top hitters, but even their best players, Jose Ramirez and Steven Kwan, have combined for a low point .184 average against Toronto's starter, Kevin Gausman. I'll get into some of Toronto's offensive stats shortly, but overall, I expect the Blue Jays to generate enough runs to come out on top. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Kevin Gausman has been dominant against Cleveland recently, allowing just 3 runs while striking out 21 batters over his last 3 starts. He knows this lineup well and should be confident going into this game, especially with the Guardians' recent offensive struggles. On the other side, Cleveland starter Bibby is also expected to pitch well. He's 3-0 with a 2 earned run average in 3 career appearances against Toronto. Bibby has maintained a sub-3 earned run average at home and in day games this season, so he should be locked in and ready to compete. Both teams have reliable bullpens too, ranking 9th and 11th in earned run average over the past month. Given the pitching matchups and recent offensive trends, I anticipate a tight, low-scoring game between these two American League teams on Thursday afternoon in Cleveland. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Minnesota Twins. The Seattle Mariners are set to clash with the Minnesota Twins in a game that highlights two clubs on very different paths this year. Seattle comes in with a solid 41-38 record, holding down second place in the competitive American League West. On the other hand, the Twins are struggling at 38-42, which puts them near the bottom of the American League Central Division. Seattle has really dominated this matchup so far, taking 4 of the first 5 contests between these two teams this year. The Mariners have proven to be a tough opponent on the road, boasting a 21-18 record away from their home park before Wednesday's action. While the Twins have been decent at Target Field with a 20-17 record, their starting pitcher, Woods Richardson, has had his issues at home, carrying a 4.56 earned run average through 5 starts. That's a tough spot to be in when you're facing one of the league's most potent road offenses. Seattle's hitters have been crushing the ball away from home, hitting .272 with 205 runs and 60 homers. The Mariners are clearly hot, winning 5 of their last 8 against the Twins, while Minnesota just keeps trending in the wrong direction. Seattle is firing on all cylinders right now, and they'll be looking to jump on Minnesota right from the start. Averaging a healthy 4.67 runs per game, the Mariners lineup, featuring hitters like Cal Raleigh and J.P. Crawford, should have no trouble making solid contact and manufacturing runs throughout the contest. They consistently put together quality at-bats, which should make things tough for the Twins' pitching staff. On the defensive side, Seattle should be able to keep the Minnesota offense in check. The Twins only average 4.24 runs per game, and with Emerson Hancock on the mound, the Mariners will count on him to deliver several clean innings before handing a lead over to their reliable bullpen to finish the job. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the scoreboard, the first 2 games of this series have been high-scoring affairs, with the teams putting up a combined average of 12 runs. While neither team has an elite offense on paper, they seem to find another gear when they play each other. As mentioned, the Mariners are a force to be reckoned with at the plate when they are on the road, where they average an impressive 5.7 runs per game. Minnesota also sees an offensive boost at Target Field, hitting .250 at home versus just .237 on the road. The recent trends support a high-scoring game. Before Wednesday, Seattle had put up 6 or more runs in 5 straight contests, and the Twins had scored at least 5 runs in 4 of their last 6. The head-to-head history also points to runs, with the over hitting in 7 of their last 10 meetings. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Athletics versus Detroit Tigers. The Athletics head to Comerica Park on Thursday afternoon looking to sidestep a second straight series loss as they wrap things up against the Detroit Tigers. While the Athletics are the underdogs, they've shown some life on the road lately, winning 3 of their last 4 away games. The Tigers, meanwhile, have only managed to split their last 6 contests at home. The real advantage for the Athletics here seems to be at the plate. They have a history of hitting left-handed pitching well, and they're up against a lefty innings who hasn't started a game since 2021 and was mainly a bullpen arm even then. With Detroit's relief pitchers also having a rough go of it recently, the Athletics should be able to put some runs on the board. On the other side of the ball, Detroit's offense might not find as much success. The Athletics are sending Springs to the mound, and he's been in solid form, giving up just 3 total runs over his last 2 outings. He's also had the Tigers' number in the past, not allowing a single earned run in 2 previous starts against them, so he should be able to keep their bats quiet. Springs has been decent all year with a 1.23 WHIP and has only surrendered 9 earned runs in his last 26 innings of work. The pitching situation for Detroit is far less certain. Vince hasn't thrown a pitch in a major league game since September 2021, which is a massive layoff. Even if he only pitches a few innings, it's hard to feel good about backing a guy who's been out of the game for that long. This gives the Athletics a prime opportunity to attack early and build a lead. Sure, the Tigers are going to get the benefit of the doubt simply because they're playing at home and have a much better overall record. But when you dig into the specifics of this matchup, the value seems to be with the visiting team. The Athletics continue to play competitive baseball in spots like this, and the pitching matchup heavily favors them. As our first pick for this matchup, the Athletics money line is our full game side pick. When it comes to the total runs for this game, the strength for both of these clubs in 2025 has been their ability to score. While the last game was a quiet 3-0 affair, we saw a lot more action in the series opener where 13 runs were scored. That just shows this finale could really swing in either direction offensively, making the over an interesting play. The recent trends certainly point towards a higher scoring game. For the Athletics, the over is an even 5-5 in their last 10 games, and they've given up an average of 5 runs per game during that time. The Tigers, on the other hand, have been an offensive machine. The over is a staggering 9-1 in their last 10 contests, and they've pushed across 58 runs over that stretch. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Houston Astros. Bacon Park is the setting for a Thursday afternoon interleague clash between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. This series has been defined by pitching and a lack of offense so far. Through the first 2 games, the Astros have only managed to scrape together 3 total runs, while the Phillies have been completely shut out. That puts a lot of pressure on today's starting pitchers, Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies and Hunter Brown for the Astros, to keep this low-scoring trend going. Sanchez has been lights out this month, hosting a stingy 1.93 earned run average and giving up just 6 runs over 28 innings of work. His performance is a big reason why the Phillies are an impressive 12-3 in games he starts. For the Astros, Hunter Brown has been just as sharp. He'll take the mound with a sparkling 1.54 earned run average this month, having allowed only 4 runs in his last 23.1 innings. Houston is a solid 11-4 when Brown pitches. This matchup screams pitcher's duel, so we have to look for an edge somewhere else. On paper, these are 2 of the premier hitting ball clubs in the entire league. The Astros boast the 4th best team batting average and have scored 684 runs in 80 games, while the Phillies are right behind them, ranking 5th in batting average and having plated 695 runs over the same span. It's frankly shocking that the games have been so tight with this much offensive firepower on both sides. The real difference maker here lies in the bullpens. The Phillies relief corps has been a major weak spot all year, ranking a dismal 25th with a 4.63 earned run average. In contrast, the Astros have one of the best bullpens in baseball, ranking 2nd with a 3.21 earned run average. Their entire pitching staff has been excellent, ranking 5th in team earned run average and allowing just 3.5 runs per game. While the starting pitchers should keep this game close for a while, I expect the Astros to create some distance and secure the win once Philadelphia has to turn to its struggling bullpen. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. The Phillies are handing the ball to Christopher Sanchez, who has been absolutely dealing, especially when he's away from home. He sports a 2.54 earned run average on the road and has a 1.93 earned run average in his 4 starts this month. He's been on a hot streak, but so has his counterpart, Houston's Hunter Brown. Brown has been nearly unhittable at home, with a ridiculous 1.19 earned run average in his home starts and a 1.88 earned run average overall. With 2 pitchers throwing this well, the hitters on both teams are going to have a very difficult time stringing anything together and scoring runs. Both teams have also been playing in a lot of low-scoring contests recently. Over their last 5 games, the matchups involving the Astros have seen an average of just 5.2 total runs, while the Phillies games have averaged only 6 total runs. This trend is even more pronounced in this specific setting. The Astros have gone under the total in 4 of their last 5 games at home, and the Phillies have stayed under in 3 of their last 5 on the road. Looking at the entire season, Houston has hit the under in 60% of their home games, a testament to their pitching and defense at Dakin Park. The Phillies have been a strong under bet on the road as well, going under in 63.2% of their away games. All signs point to another tight, low-scoring battle. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals will host the Tampa Bay Rays at Kauffman Stadium in what promises to be an intriguing matchup. Tampa Bay continues to struggle with striking out at one of the highest rates in the league, and their lack of patience at the plate has dropped them into the bottom 10 for walks received. Meanwhile, the Royals have been hitting better in front of their home crowd, and their ability to hit for extra bases has helped them drive in runs at a strong pace. Additionally, Kansas City is striking out at one of the lowest rates in baseball, which should give them an edge in this contest. Tampa Bay has lost 4 of the last 6 head-to-head matchups against Kansas City. Although the Royals have been on a downward slide recently, including dropping the first game of this series, they have a starting pitcher on the mound who performed well the last time he faced the Rays. Kansas City ranks 4th in earned run average, while Tampa Bay sits 8th. The Rays starter, Shane Baz, was roughed up in his most recent outing, giving up 4 hits in just 5.1 innings, striking out 6 but walking 4. Baz faced Kansas City on May 1st and gave up 9 hits and 7 runs in an 8-2 loss to the Royals. On the other side, Kansas City's Michael Lorenzen has had 3 solid outings in a row, allowing 10 hits and 7 runs in 17.1 innings. Lorenzen faced Tampa Bay on April 29th, allowing just 4 hits and 1 run in 6 innings, helping the Royals to a 3-1 win. As our first pick for this matchup, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. The first game of this series on Tuesday finished with 6 runs, which was under the closing line of 8.5. The total has gone under in 4 of Kansas City's last 5 games, 6 of the last 8 games played between Kansas City and Tampa Bay, and 7 of the last 9 games that Kansas City has played at home against Tampa Bay. When Lorenzen last faced Tampa Bay in late April, a total of just 4 runs were scored. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.